But when it comes down to being single in the dating market, they can't find that guy who they can spend the rest of their life with. And this is according to them. You see, it's really not that hard for a woman to really find a man of character. What's going on, Mermaid? It's really not that hard for them to find a man who wants a family, who may even want to marry. I think what it is that, yes, Simply Jay, you called it live. Actually, I seen your comment in a previous video, and then now you're in the chat, so now you're live. And I just want y'all to understand, like, as single women, what exactly are you looking for? Because there are decent guys out there. Listen, men do not hide the fact that they want to be single. Men do not hide the fact that they like to have social lives, And I'm pretty sure you will know as a woman whether a man wants to be in a relationship with you or not. But what happens is that if you're a man and you're too available, for some reason, a lot of these women who claim they're looking for a nice guy, a good guy, if they find out that man is single, that he ain't got a lot of hoes, they're not really going to be interested like that. I've heard female after female tell me about being in relationships with emotionally unavailable men. It's because you overlook the emotionally available men. You can't be overlooking the men who are ready for you to be in their lives for the men who aren't. Just because those men are more physically appealing or they have a fun social life, some things you're just going to have to compromise on. And I never understood why a woman wants a man to show her affection but then want him to be emotionally unavailable at the same time. How does that make any sense? You can't expect a man who's emotionally unavailable to then go to being available just for you. It doesn't work like that. It really doesn't. That's why you're seeing more women in these particular male channels, male spaces, wanting to be a part of MGTOW, and that just will never be. Women will never be a part of MGTOW. The red pill is something that is geared more towards men. I know you don't want to hear this, but that is the truth. But to make these videos and get upset when those men don't accept you is only going to make you look bad, because you're going to get mad over it. Shout out to Ill Wills. Jay, let's get the haters mad. You are not asking. We are supporting you, bro. Thank you, man. Thank you, Ill Wills. Appreciate that. Yeah, y'all keep donating. It's definitely going to get people upset. And y'all know people love to get upset and come in the chat room and talk greasy, go in the chat rooms, talk greasy, go on there, other people's channels, talk greasy. That's all they can do. Or send me stupid emails, being condescending and idiotic, But that is why I titled this the way that I did, about single black women now seeking red pill men, because that is the truth. They are seeking red pill men. Why do you think you're seeing more women in these spaces? It's not by accident. It's because these women are looking for this content. But to make videos about MGTOW and get mad at the responses, listen, MGTOW is just an acronym for many groups of people. And I will tell you that there's a lot of those people I can't get down with. I can't support. I won't support. But you can't group everybody in a category just because you're looking for attention for the videos and the comments that you make. Because remember, those men who are in those groups are the rejects. They're the weirdos, as y'all will say. They're the ones that nobody wants. But why are you looking for their attention? You know? So I want people to understand. I have no animosity towards women, even though I make videos that they don't like, or some of them don't like. Some will like them, some won't, some will be indifferent. That's just how the world works. There are a lot of men who don't like what I say. Yes, there are a lot of men who don't like what I have to say because they're beta males. They're Captain Savos. They didn't have a daddy in their life. So they come to YouTube looking for a daddy. And then when that daddy disappoints them, now they're upset at them. That's where we are, man. That is where we are. You see, as a woman, if you're single and you're tired of being single, you need to go and really look yourself in the mirror and figure out why your relationships keep not working, so to speak. Okay? Because it has a lot more to do with you than the men you're looking for. Because obviously, none of your standards have changed. Yeah, man, get the likes up. We should have way more. Yeah, we should have way more likes than that. You know, you're right, Young. We should have way more likes than that. I'm telling you, people come to these live streams just to watch. I don't know what you're watching for. I know my show is one of the best. That's why you're here. So instead of just watching and then mumbling under your breath about what you don't like about the stream or the show, go ahead and like it. Understand that? Just like we as men, we got to look inside ourselves and figure out what's wrong with us before we can go out here and critique women. The reason why I'm able to critique women is because I'm able to critique myself. I'm able to look myself in the mirror. That's why I'm able to really say the things that I say, because I've been able to look myself. I know what my flaws are, and I'm working on my flaws every single day. Even now, I work on my flaws. I understand that before I can go and try to fix anybody else, I have to fix me. I have to really take an in-depth look at myself. And that's what I ask of a lot of women who come to my channel and are upset at the videos. Do you not hear me say that I have flaws that I'm working on every single day? Because that's what I'm doing. I know that there are men who watch my videos and wonder why women are here because of what I say. Because they understand that I come from a real place. I have no agenda to break people apart or to have a gender war between, between the sexes. It's because I generally want to see, especially black people, I want to see them do better, because coming from a black community, you want to see your people be able to function like normal people. And you don't want to see as many unhappy people. Because I see so many unhappy people on social media every day. And it's getting crazy how unhappy, especially a lot of women out here, especially a lot of black women, they seem very, very unhappy. And when you have these women who are unhappy, they're going to make other people's lives miserable because they're unhappy. I saw this one particular live stream. Not live, but it was like, it was done maybe about a week or two ago. And this black female was ranting, calling black men N-words and praising white men, talking about black men do this, but white men don't do that. The reason why I watched is because she tagged MGTOW. She was under the impression, I guess, that MGTOWs, I guess, were white and that they weren't going their own way from white women. You see, white men don't have to say that they don't have to make videos about white women, because when they speak about their past relationships, they're not talking about black women. Because they've never been with a black woman. They're talking about their experiences with white women. And she's tagging them in the video as if they're going to come and save dysfunctional black females like her. No, they're not, because they're going their own way, not only from the women they've been with, but from you too. What's going on, Naima? Freelance, I see you. And it just amazes me how people don't look at MGTOW and see that a lot of those guys are not even Americans. A lot of those guys are from Canada. Some of them are from Europe. You even got some from Asia, Japan. I think a few from China. You got men who are going their own way from all over the world, you know? And to see the mindset on some of these dysfunctional women, man. I'm wondering, do they think that they are a different species from a black man? Shout out to Frito OG, says a small donation to the game. Appreciate it, man. Shout out to you. Now, I want black women who are single to understand that black men are not as dumb as they used to be. Socially, they're not as dumb as they used to be. Okay, socially, we used to believe that naively black women only wanted black men. That we had to respect and seek to marry and seek to build families and be the breadwinners, protect and provide. That there were all these different things that we had to do in order to gain your respect. But when you really look at it, that's what you wanted us to believe. That's what our mothers wanted us to believe. Our aunts, the women in our neighborhoods. They wanted us to believe that we would gain so much respect. All we had to do was go out there and make honest women of these women. But you see, what social media has done, it has heightened our level of consciousness as to what's really going on out here in the dating market and what women are actually looking for. And for a lot of you black women, understand this. It is not difficult for you to, like y'all said, to find a man, to get a man. But it is difficult for you to keep one because you're so busy trying to get one that you're not looking to keep one. You're not looking to keep one. You should be looking to keep a man. Because if you're not looking to keep a man, then you shouldn't try to get one. Because it's going to be a waste of your time and his time. I don't think it's that hard for these women to find somebody to get with. I really don't. I don't think it's that hard for y'all to find the man that y'all are looking for. But if he doesn't fit the stereotype of what you think a man should be, because let me just make this point too. A lot of these celebrity men that y'all like, a lot of those guys are short. A lot of those guys may not be as attractive as you want him to be, but y'all still fawn over them. You still all over their social media. But when it comes to an average guy, oh, he has to be 6'5". You got to have a six pack. Got to be athletic. He has to have a, be a little hood, but also be, educated, so to speak. You see, to me, pretty much all westernized women are put in the same category. I don't put black women in just one particular category, because you got white women who sit up there and act the same way, just in a different way. Shout out to Dollar Washer, so appreciate the show. JD, you're a straight shooter. Shout out to you, man. Thank you. Those male celebrities and their average height media. Yeah, it does, Nicole. Right, freelance. A lot of those guys are not even that tall. But when it comes to an average guy, he has to be, over 6 feet. Like, really? So you mean you're going to turn down one of these rappers who's about 5'9", 5'8"? You see, we, especially us as black men, we have to make sure that we are damn near perfect. We got to be damn. If we not hood, we got to be damn near perfect. That's why you got so many of these sisters that are single, man, because they have high expectations for us, when they don't even have high expectations for these other guys, so-called celebrities. Now, you know what I'm saying? Like, do y'all think Bow Wow would be able to get the type of women that he gets if he wasn't a celebrity? Just think about that. Pretty much every woman he's dated has been taller than him. So, sure. So when you look at dating with black women, it's their mentality that has to change. A lot of these women got to be reprogrammed. And I don't know if it can happen. I don't know if it can happen. I don't think there's enough time to really reprogram a lot of these women. Because they have bought into what they think in society, what they should look for in men. They fawn all over these celebrity dudes who are short. They're not that athletically built. Half these guys are not as hood as they claim to be. They're not as tough as you think they are. That mentality got to change, man. Unless that mentality change, a lot of women are still going to be looking and dating into their 30s and into their 40s, damn near in their 50s. I saw this woman in a Facebook group. I got a notification. This woman put up a post and a picture in a Facebook group, and she's 53 years old. And she looks like she's about 35. Must be the melanin. Must be the melanin. But I'm saying to myself, I bet she's still single and looking. Probably been single for a long time. It shouldn't take a woman, 50 relationships to figure out what type of men she should want. It only should take one or two. One or two bad relationships should set a woman straight because she'll know exactly what to look for and what not to look for. I mean, women are supposed to be more emotional, be more in tune with how to find something decent. So that's why I'm doing this particular stream. Or really ill wills. I mean, in a city like Atlanta, there's gonna be a lot of masculine women. Not all, but a lot. It's gonna be a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a lot of that energy in there. So that is the purpose of doing this stream. I'm seeing you sisters making all these videos and you're on social media talking about the type of man you want. You looking for you a king and you're looking for this and you're looking for that and you just being very specific. And it's like, come on, man. Come on, man. It doesn't take all that. You should know just based off of your experiences with a man what you're looking for. Just off of your experiences, you should know what you're looking for. You should know exactly what not to go for and what to go for. But you got these women who they get used to dating a certain type of man. They get used to it. To the point to where they do become numb to it. They don't know what else to look for. And now they're on social media looking at MGTOW and looking at men who are red pill, still trying to figure out men. And it's like, come on, man. You should know off of experience alone what you're looking for. Looking up MGTOW content, making videos about MGTOW is not going to really help you much. Because a lot of those men aren't looking for relationships like that. I mean, some are. They're not looking for marriage. I know you want marriage. So what are you trying to do? Change their mind? Are you trying to change their mind? Is that what you're looking to do? You think it's gonna, you're gonna become a better woman by being in these spaces, watching these videos, making videos about it? Because, again, they've made up their minds. I don't think much is gonna really change the trajectory of their life. But if you are a woman who's listening to this and you feel like you're different than these particular females that are out here in these male spaces, looking to learn from these dudes and how they operate, I want you to understand, you gotta look within first before you look look out. You gotta look within. That's the only thing that can really help you at this point. Gotta look inside yourself.